Gambling is not harmless fun, it's very destructive. This is a rigged system. Whether you like to believe that or not, it is rigged and designed to drain your money. And the sad thing about it is, influencers are paid to glamorize it while you're left paying the price. At the end of the day, the house always wins, whether you choose to see that or not. Remember, this is someone's business. Today, I'll be talking about how betting preys on your hope, your desperation, and cognitive biases. And of course, why you must break free. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Miss Wangwe Muitati, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're talking about gambling. First, let's see how this system is rigged against you. In this case, this is where we say the house always wins. You see, things like casinos and online platforms, embedded mathematical edge, house edge, RTP rates, guaranteeing profits. So, you go and gamble. Of course, there's the short-term wins. And when you win, these small wins, for you, they feel real. These short-term wins feel real. But you see, it's a trap. And eventually, long-term losses are inevitable. Problem with people out there think that this game is about skills or luck, having good luck and stuff like that. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but this isn't a game of skill and luck. It's a business. It's someone's business, okay? And it is engineered for your defeat. I know it's a bitter pill to swallow, but eventually you're going to have to swallow it. Sawa. There's no way someone is going to start such kind of a business expecting losses. They're expecting to make more money, profit, big margins. And where do you think that profit is coming from? From you. Okay? You who believes you can beat that system. Now, let's talk about the psychological traps that they set. The psychological manipulation. These are the near misses and the celebratory sounds. These are the free bets and the bonuses and viable reinforcement. When you're betting or you're gambling, there's sounds these things produce. Okay? They are designed to mimic almost wins. Okay? And this triggers your dopamine. And that's why you'll find yourself, when you start, you feel like you need to do that again. You can't stop. It really takes a lot for you to stop. This is because it's affecting your dopamine. You're getting that small dopamine hit, and you want to feel that again and again and again. So you keep going for more. The free bets and bonuses are to lure you in. Once you're in, they lock you into wagering requirements. Okay? And you think this is normal. And then all of a sudden, there's random rewards. But you see, all this is a plan. These rewards keep you hooked longer than predictable payouts. So they weaponize your brain's reward system, and this is addiction by design. Okay? So how is that you being in control? You're not in control. Okay? As long as you're betting or you're gambling, just know you are not in control. Sawa. Now, consider who they are targeting. Because of course there's specific, they're not targeting everyone. Okay? There's specific people. So they are out here preying on hope and desperation. So if you're losing hope and you're becoming desperate, you need to be very careful. And this is where you'll find aggressive marketing to vulnerable groups, especially youths, among low-income communities, and emotionally distressed individuals. That's why I talk about taking care of yourself. Okay? For instance, something like sports betting ads and celebrity endorsements normalize risk. So you won't be able to see at the end of the day, they help mask the underlying exploitation. Because, of course, you're being exploited. The bitter truth is, it's not about entertainment, it's about someone else actually profiting from your pain. But how woke are you? You have to wake up, people. Mwamke. Wake up. So, we must also recognize that this is more than just bad choices. I say this because addiction is not a weakness. You see, when you start gambling, it hijacks your neural pathways, dysregulating dopamines, and finally, eroding impulse control. In the beginning, you might say, you'll find yourself saying, I'm the one who's making that decision and I'm in control. So initially, it's voluntarily. Then after this dopamine hit, you start experiencing that, compulsive behavior follows. So you find yourself chasing losses until you're broke. Because you don't even know when to stop. And that's why you hear stories of someone selling their cows, selling their cars, even picking stuff from their homes or from wherever they get their hands on just to sell something so they can go and gamble. So you find yourself in this cycle. And finally, you're broke, ashamed, or even broken. People don't talk much about the consequences of gambling. The consequences are brutal. And this is where you'll find someone with so much debt, they ruin relationships, shattered relationships. They end up in mental health crises, and unfortunately, some commit suicide. That's how bad gambling is. And the Bible is even against it. So why do you do it? Why do people do it? And why haven't you seen the truth? The reason is there's this normalization and cultural denial. A lot of people are in denial. Ever try talking to someone who gambles? Oh my God. The state in which they're in denial is just another level. It's like you can't get through to them. It's like their mind is made up. They're like, it's this way or no, it's this way or no other way. Sad but true. And the fact that people normalize these things seem normal. You see, the global gambling industry thrives on harmless fun. But is it really harmless? So yeah, they're thriving on these harmless fun narratives and regulatory loopholes. Betting commercials flood your feeds, desensitizing you to risks. Let's call a spade, not a big spoon. Gambling is exploitation. So. But there's the reason why it's all over the place. Because most of the people who gamble are over 18. They are adults. So you are supposed to read terms and conditions for everything. And that's why even when you start going down financially, emotionally, mentally, it's very hard for someone to come through for you because you got into gambling in your free will. Nobody forced you. Not that I'm justifying anything, but it's a bitter truth. Besides that, let's talk about how you break that cycle. Paths to mitigation. Educate yourself, okay? And be open to learn. Don't be so closed-minded that even someone tries to advise you, you don't want to hear it because you think you know everything. So take your time, learn the true odds, house edge, and addiction mechanics. So, 2, regulation advocacy. People need to push for stricter ad bans, spending limits, and self-exclusion tools. These things shouldn't be just out there for everyone. Besides, not everyone is interested. 3, seek support, cognitive behavioral therapy, and the 24/7 helplines. I'm sure if you Google, you can find pages or websites where you can seek support. And finally, seek alternative ventures. Channel the need for thrill into safe hobbies or skill building activities. Okay? Just find something else that you can do with your time, with that energy, And you don't have to be doing something like to get a dopamine hit. It's okay to be just calm and just relaxed. These things that keep you feeling like that give you that dopamine hit, they are the ones that get you into addiction of one sort of addiction or another. So stop. Find a hobby, a healthy hobby, something active, and you can involve other people, okay, who can mentor you. So, your urgency matters, but systemic changes is crucial too. In conclusion, gambling preys on your desperation and your hope. It is not a fair contest, and never will it be. It is a rigged trap. Keep that in mind. And why would you play a game that is rigged? You lose anyways. So avoid it. Addiction isn't a moral failing. It is a hijacked brain. Okay? So by all means, I am not wrong to condemn it. And this is because it's destructive, exploitative, and it must stop. I speak in pain because I know someone who has gone down because of gambling. I've seen how bad it can get. So I hate it. Anyway, if you're trapped, seek help. Okay? Talk to someone. And if you're watching this video, protect your wallet, your mind, and your life. Because if you don't, someone else will. Either they will take your money from you and protect it for you, but under them, or you become addicted and you have to go to a facility and other people have to take care of you at a price. At the end of the day, the decision is yours to make. But I would advise you, don't ever consider gambling. Don't gamble. And if you're gambling, stop gambling. Use any means necessary to stop that habit. I'm Miss Wangoi, your personal finance and investment coach, and I'll see you in the next video.